80 years ago today, the deadliest war in human history finally came to an end.
Japan has today surrendered. The last of our enemies is laid low.
While war in Europe finished with Germany's surrender, the fight against Japan continued, with British troops still on the front line in places like Burma. Out of sight and out of mind, it led to them being described as the Forgotten Army. Those like Royal Marine John Eskdale, whose ship was torpedoed.
On my turret, the Royal Marine that was behind me, he only joined the ship that afternoon, and he was the first casualty, because when the torpedo hit us, the 30-foot high wave came over us, and he got washed overboard straight away, so he was one of the very first to be in the drink.
8 decades later, and their contribution is being celebrated. Pipers commemorating the start of VJ Day across the country and world. 7 different locations, including the Cenotaph and Nepal, home of the Gurkhas.
Those who've made huge sacrifices, so we have the freedoms and the life that we enjoy today. And when we say we pay respects, that's what we mean by that, because we are exercising those freedoms every day because of what they did and the sacrifices that they made.
At the National Memorial Arboretum, a remembrance event featuring veterans now in their late 90s or early hundreds. The King recorded an audio message in advance and, in a significant move, highlighted the devastation of the bombs that brought war to a close.
On this landmark anniversary, we should also pause to acknowledge that in the war's final act, an immense price was paid by the citizens of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, a price we pray no nation need ever pay again.
When we think of Britain and World War II, it's normally in Europe, D-Day, the Blitz, Dunkirk. But 1 million troops fought in the Far East under British command. It was they that helped bring war finally to an end. Their sacrifices forgotten no more. Sam Holder, ITV News.
Our reporter Rhys Williams is at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire. Rhys, that was a very moving ceremony, wasn't it?
Indeed, as you've just seen, it's been a day of deep reflection here. Their Majesties, the King and Queen, laid wreaths at the Far East Memorial alongside military and political figures and, of course, veterans and their families. Some of the most moving moments came from the voices of those who served in the Far East, in Burma, who spoke of the intense fighting, the diseases, the dreadful suffering of prisoners of war and the immense sacrifices made by troops from across the Commonwealth. On one occasion, the King became visibly emotional when Yavar Abbas, a veteran of the 14th Army, made an unexpected tribute to him.
I make no apology for briefly going off the script to salute my brave king, who is here with his beloved queen, in spite of the fact that he's under treatment for cancer.
I've been speaking with many veterans here today, all of whom have made a huge effort to be here today and are immensely proud to be able to pay tribute today to old mates who died in the Forgotten Army or who sadly, of course, are no longer with us.